So we're gonna be using this sour cream that's gonna be for the sauce. It's Centro America sour cream. I don't know, the lady told me that was good. Then I'm gonna be using around 6 Roma tomatoes, but these look like cherry ones. A big onion, 1 large onion, and then 5 extra large jalapenos. 2 ramos de, what is this? Cilantro. I have 2 pounds of shrimp, and this one's a small one, but if it is big, you guys could cut them up in pieces. 1 bag of like shredded cheese, any cheese that you like. About 3 to 4 garlic cloves, some salt, pepper. I'm using 6 chile pasilla, I think it's called, or chile relleno, whatever. And of course, chicken bouillon. So I actually ended up using just half of the onion and 3 large jalapenos, or 4. I deveined them, took the seeds out, and also like 4 or 5 of the tomatoes. Just because the 2 pounds that I had, it was gonna be too much if I put all of it in there. So now we're gonna saute them in a pan. I'm using, you know, a little healthy avocado oil. Now we're gonna throw everything in here. And the tomato. Now we're gonna season it just a little bit of pepper, salt, and the chicken bouillon, just because it's gonna be like a creamy sauce after, and you don't want it to be too salty. That should be good. Then we go add some pepper. Now we're gonna saute this until everything is soft. So I went ahead and roasted some peppers just like I did last time. And I put them in a plastic bag to sweat so that it's easier to peel the skin off for about 15-20 minutes. And now it's gonna be a little different because last time I didn't need them to be whole, but same process, just try to take the skin off like this. And don't go in too rough because we're gonna end up ripping it. Or y'all gonna end up ripping it. So basically this is what you guys are gonna end up with. I'll clean it off just a little bit more right now. Just make sure all the skin is off. And all you're gonna do is make a little incision in the middle, like this. Carefully. And then with the spoon, you're gonna wanna scoop this right here. And just take everything out. So this is what you want to end up with. Try to take all the seeds out. And it should look like that. But I ripped this one, just, y'all gotta be more careful doing it. And this is what we're gonna do to all the peppers. Okay, so now that all of this is soft, Now we're gonna go ahead and take this out and put it in a separate container. I'm just gonna use the plate. So in the same pan, we're gonna go ahead and add just a little bit more oil. Y'all could use whatever oil you want, just a little bit. And we're gonna add our shrimp to it. Now to this, we're gonna add just a little bit of garlic powder. A little bit of onion powder. A little bit more pepper. And a little bit more of the oil. Okay, now that the shrimp is almost all the way cooked, we're gonna go ahead and add the tomato, onion, ow! Oops. We're gonna go ahead and add the tomato, onion, and the jalapeno. Put it all together. And finish cooking everything together. Okay, now that this is all together and cooked, we're gonna go ahead and turn it off. And then we're gonna add our cheese to it. And now we're just gonna stir it. I already turned off the heat. Now we're gonna start by stuffing our peppers, just with the spoon. Make sure you pack it. Okay, so this is what they're supposed to look like. Now we're gonna do the same with all the peppers. So now all the peppers are stuffed. And we're gonna work on our sauce now. Now for the sauce, I'm gonna add 1 jalapeno. I'm just gonna use one of the cilantros, 1 ramo. I already had half a thing of cream cheese, so I'm gonna add that too. Just gonna use 2 garlic cloves, not 3. And we're gonna add some milk to it. Just a little bit. And a few spoonfuls of sour cream. I'm gonna season it after, just because the sour cream and the cream cheese already have salt. That should be good. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and cook our sauce. We can add just a little bit of water just to take that out. Now here's where you want to go ahead and taste it to see if it needs more salt or pepper. Don't mind me, this is my food. Okay, so now I'm just gonna add a little bit of more garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, and of course, not a lot, just because the peppers and everything already has seasoning. So now go ahead and try it again. Perfect. Now we're gonna put the heat very, very low. And we're gonna add our peppers. Now we're gonna cover it and let it cook for about 30 to 40 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some white rice the way that I do it. I'm gonna use half a stick of butter. Oh, a little high. Then I'm gonna throw just a little piece of onion, 1 garlic clove, and then I sliced 1 jalapeno. So we gonna let that cook just a little bit so it could get all the flavors out of the onion, the jalapeno, and the garlic. Okay, now once we sauteed everything in here, I'm gonna do 2 cups of rice that I already washed and rinsed. And we're gonna let it get just a little bit brown for about 5-8 minutes right here. Okay, just make sure you guys keep stirring it so the rice won't stick to the bottom. This is what it's supposed to look like. It doesn't really change color, just a little bit, because we're not frying it like we do, well, kind of with the butter, but it's a little different when you do red rice and you fry it with oil. So it should look just like that. And of course, if y'all don't know, for every cup of rice is 2 cups of water. I'm gonna add 4 cups. And make sure you put it on high now. So now a lot of people season it with salt or pepper. I don't. We gonna use chicken bouillon again. And this one's already gone. So I'm gonna pour all of that in there. We gonna stir it. Stir. Now we're gonna go ahead and taste it, see if it needs a little bit more chicken bouillon. Gonna add a little bit more. Okay, so we're just gonna add a little bit more. That should be good. We're gonna stir again. Okay, now it's perfect. Now we're gonna let it boil. I know there's some people that be stirring it, but that's not how we were taught, or I was taught. Once it starts boiling, you put the heat all the way low. You cover it and let it cook. Don't touch it. So now that it's boiling, we're gonna lower the heat all the way down to low. And then I don't want to go through all the pots, so we're gonna use the plate. You cover it and let it cook. It should be ready in about 10 minutes. So the rice is nice and ready. And peppers.